Hi everyone and welcome to my newest video. This is a blue smoky eye inspired by the earrings that I was wearing. It's also a look using all Australian drugstore products that we can find here. Stay tuned. I'm just starting off with some Sukin eye cream and Sukin facial moisturizer and chapstick. I tried to keep all my skincare low end as well, but it is super important. I've got Face of Australia High Definition Primer, which is kind of like a silicone-y feel. It's not bad. I haven't been using it for that long, so I'm just kind of playing around with it with other foundations to see how it works. Now I'm going in with Maybelline Superstay. Flip the nose ring up. I was wondering how long before it would annoy me. This is in True Ivory. It isn't the best colour for me because it's a little bit pink, but it works. The formula is actually really nice. It sits really nice on my skin. I just wish it was a bit yellower. Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, just to even out under my eyes and add a little bit more coverage on my nose and my chin where I've got scarring. I kind of use the sponge on the end to blend it out quite a bit, and then just finish it with the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. So this is a high definition foundation stick by Face of Australia, which I've recently started using to cream contour or to try. The colour's really nice if you're fair. Blends really well, but I haven't even had it that long, and the mechanism that rolls the foundation stick up and down actually has stopped working already, but I think it's about $6, so to be expected. This is the L'Oreal BB Nude Magic Powder. This is a new product for me as well. It's very light coverage, so it really just takes the shine off of your face, but it's got a really nice satin fine finish, so I'm actually quite enjoying it. So now I'm going to go in with my brows. This is the Chi Chi eyebrow pencil with the comb on the end. It's a really good one despite, cheap expensive. It's just a really nice blonde colour. The Essence Make Me Brow, I believe it is called, and this is a brown gel that is tinted, just to kind of comb them up and fill them in a little, make them look a little thicker. To contour, NYX's blush in Taupe, which is a really nice cool shade. I don't know if they actually make this anymore. This is when they did the blushes in the square pans with the kind of cushioning on top. I feel like they are in round pans now, so apologies if this doesn't exist anymore. So now I'm going to take Rimmel bronzer. I believe they've only got one, but the shade is Sun Glow. Don't love this. I don't think I've ever found a cheap bronzer that I really like. They also tend to have like a little bit of a shimmer to them, and they tend to lend themselves more to the orange side. This is NYX's blush in Angel, which is just a really soft pink matte shade. I find this pretty much suits absolutely everyone. This is a new highlighter I found in a chemist, and it's called Technic Get Gorgeous, and I don't think it has a colour. I think they only had one. I think they had a bronze one and a light one, but it is really, really pretty. So I'm using all L'Oreal eyeshadows. This is Matte 107 in Macron Vanille. I just add a tiny little bit of depth to my crease. This is really close to my skin color, which is what I wanted. So I'm just buffing that into, well, if I had a crease, where it would be. This is All Night Blue, and this is their infallible eyeshadow range, and they're a really unusual texture. They're very pigmented, but I did find them a little bit hard to blend. I had to go in quite a bit and work back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with them. But they're very, very pigmented. The black one that I'll go in with later in particular is a really nice sparkly black that you can actually see the iridescence in. It doesn't kind of blend out, which is really nice. I'm just patting it on with a very small shader brush, almost in like a fat cat's eye, just to try and get the colour nice and smooth. And then what I'm actually going to do is blend it out once I've got the shape that I want and start blowing it out. I'm just adding a little bit more depth here to try and make them even, and now just going in and blending, starting to blend out the edges. And instead of adding the blue colour all over my lid, I'm actually going to start bringing it over with this blending brush, because it is so pigmented. You can kind of smear the colour around a little bit more, and that way it stays darker on the outside and it softens towards the inside. I'm going to add a lighter sparklier shade on kind of the inner fourth or fifth of my eye, so it just helps keep it a little bit cleaner and a little bit easier to work with. So this is the black shade called Eternal Black. I'm just going with the same brush. I'm a big fan of repurposing brushes if I can. Obviously though, once you put black on it, you can't really start playing with any other colour. So I've just added that to deepen out the outer corner. And then I'm going in with the lighter shade from the Infallible range, which was 02. I believe it was something champagne, but the sticker with the colour has actually fallen off of this one. So I'm just placing it so it's nice and dense first into my inner tear duct, on my little bit on my lower lash line, and obviously on my lid. And then I'm going to soften that into the blue so that there's not a hard line. I'm just going to repeat the same process on my bottom lash line. I'm using that same small shader brush to lay down like the mixture of the blue and black, and then a blending brush to soften it, and then blend all the edges around my eye. So I'm going to take East End Snob by Rimmel and line my lips. One of my favourite lip liners. I love the mechanical pencils, and the formula on these are just as nice as any expensive one to me. This is a Maybelline lipstick in Barely Bloomed, and these smell like candy. These are amazing. They smell so vanilla-y. You want to eat them. They feel really nice. They keep like a nice luster to them. Just a really nice nude shade. It's very nude without the lip liner on underneath though. So I've added some kind of standard false eyelashes. I like to use just cheap ones from eBay, keeping it, they're about $1 each, and that completes my look. Every look needs eyelashes to me. It just adds so much depth to the eye. Thank you for watching.